Welcome back. Talking now to us from Austin is our Governor Greg Abbott. We're going to be talking more about the coronavirus and kind of the updates on the state of Texas. Now, Governor, a lot of people are talking about opening more businesses, but some people fear that opening more will just increase the amount of the coronavirus cases when we allow more to open. So what is our contingency plan if those numbers start to spike?
Well, first know this, and that is we are slowing the spread of the coronavirus in Texas. So I applaud people in Lubbock as well as across the entire state for bending the curve and make sure we are doing better. Know this also, and that is when we open up for business, it won't be all at once, all businesses opening up to full capacity. It'll be a slow process of slowly and gradually opening up businesses. And then with regard to making sure we are able to address any concerns, we have a team of doctors who will be constantly monitoring any outbreaks, any spikes in the number of COVID-19 cases, and if they arise, we will also be monitoring hospital bed capabilities, ventilator capabilities, to make sure that we're going to have access to all of the healthcare supplies needed to make sure everybody will be treated the way they need to be treated. Here's the deal. The reason we're opening slowly is so that we will not have this spike. Because if we do have spikes, it will cause a retrenchment, some closure of what was open. So let's do this the right way. Everybody working together, making sure we continue to constrain the coronavirus, open up gradually, maintain distancing practices, make sure you continue your safe practices of not spreading the coronavirus.
All right, Governor. Now, obviously, every part of Texas is a little bit different. We're not like the Dallas and the Houston. We are a little bit different here up in Lubbock and on the South Plains. But how much latitude are you going to give local governments with allowing them to open certain businesses?
Well, as you point out, Texas is very diverse geographically, population-wise, and we have some big cities as well as a bunch of rural counties. And so we are working on strategies that will accommodate the uniqueness of the rural counties where there either are no COVID cases or just a very few COVID cases. The city of Lubbock, for example, is on the same trajectory that the entire state of Texas is on. And so it would be one of the cities that would be more in line with the city-based population. There are some smaller counties. I'll give you one just north of Amarillo called Moore County. And Moore County has one of the fastest outbreaks of COVID-19 in the state of Texas. And so Moore County is going to have limitations that some other counties may not. But there are a lot of counties in West Texas, in the Panhandle, et cetera, with no COVID cases that deserve greater latitude in the way that they were able to open up their businesses.
All right, very good. Now, I know nobody has a crystal ball in this whole pandemic, but what would you like to see a year from now?
1 year from today, I want to see Texas operating just like we were 1 year ago. And that is with Texas being the #1 state in the United States for doing business, for the most jobs created. And I think that we will be there. Important step to get us there is to make sure that when we do open, we open slowly, gradually, preventing the spread of the coronavirus so we can gradually increase the amount that we open businesses in Texas.
Governor Abbott, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us today. We certainly appreciate it. Stay healthy.
My pleasure. You too.
All right. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.